and humanity.
Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, for human welfare and humanity. And yet unable to do much good. It's all backfired. Believing in love and love didn't work. So what works? I'm just putting on the mic. Thank you if you have joined me here. Very unprofessional, casual live stream. It's getting worse, the pain. Old age. I mean, I'm getting to old age now. So it's getting worse. Some psycho after me. Don't believe me. At least some Western people would believe me. Right? Psycho wants to make me go insane, has hurt me through and through emotionally, everything. I did resonate with Margot's one, but it's even deeper on voodoo and even another healing session. Recent one, she's uploaded a video on for us. So Margot is so beautiful, such beautiful, down to earth, that I can even call her, not knowing her, by her first name. Beautiful sister, amazing. Just feel like, there's a sense of belonging. And you can just be yourself with her. It's amazing. She's herself. She may, some words you think, nullify and all this. But I make many mistakes. She's wonderful. She's excellent. But with her, you don't feel like you have to be perfect, talk perfect. Okay, I'm compelled here. Although I'm not prepared, I have done something. Like this is really child stuff, right? Baby stuff. I don't know if I should. Like I wanted to come last night. I couldn't prepare for this. And this is how my life is with my case and all this. Now what's this? This live stream will be on freedom. So I want to do this. What is freedom? Do we really know what freedom is? And if there is any freedom here, do we need freedom? So to cut all this short, right? Do we need to be free and from what to be free? And then AI gave me what is freedom, like no hindrances, free will, all this, whether there is. There are limitations here in this world, right? We are in the material world. Although the imagination, you can stretch it, but my imagination also, I can't stretch. I didn't really have quite a good imagination. You can stretch your imagination to what God knows if there's any limitations to imagination or not. Do we need to be free from carnal desires? And now what are carnal desires? And I've been through all this, But what I found is Jiddu Krishnamurti, and then I found in myself, like I was thinking, what is the mind? Can we even use the mind to become better people? Or what willpower? Or what is it? Right? So in my religion also, do you get it? Anyways, last night I couldn't come on this because I'm not prepared. I started to, no, I can't do the notes, and I'm feeling this and that, anxiety. I'm interested, but I don't know, it's just not happening. So I left it. Something that I can't pinpoint, delirious. So coming here, but I will talk about something. Loy Macedo has spoken, and I was thinking of it, the Epstein files on UAE. So someone had told me, I forgot who it was, or but maybe even if I remember, I can't say, right? So that the Arabs, some here in the UAE, or something, anyways, believe that Islam allows prostitution, and I just didn't give much thought to that. I was younger. Islam, but and I was a Shia, so the Sunni or Muslim. So I think it's due to this what I found out. Someone told me that they believe in prostitution of girls. Right? No, they just told me that they believed in prostitution. But an Indian here told me that, look, it means girls, right? So the Epstein file, Loy Macedo tells us his mother's story, how she found out from a sheikha that in the UAE or whatever comes and all this, right? So it's very disturbing for me, although from childhood I've known that there have been mistresses and I've known these things that I don't want to. So, anyways, the Arabs knew about this here, but because majority of the Sunni Muslims didn't believe maybe that there was prostitution in Islam. So this is the problem of Islam also. So it's not just the camel child jockeys and all. I don't blame it on Islam. I don't know what that is. But here I've thank God in my this was quite a coincidence that I come to Dubai and someone tells me that the Arabs here they allow prostitution, but that it is in Islam they have found out. But because the majority maybe of Muslims don't know and they have kept it in the minority in their own country, allowing young girls being prostituted. Like now, I can say young girls because I found out through Surah 24 ayat, right? 33. That prostitution of girls, and then a man came here and put my attention on these are girls, these are not maids, these are young girls, meaning, or young women. This is what the Arabic word is of fataya, fatah, yeah, fatah. The no, not even the. Anyway, so however, the last, what is it called? The prefix and you put the last, in English language also that you add prefix and oh God, I've forgotten. Sorry, excuse me. Oh God. Oh, so my teacher taught me not to say God's name in and here I am again. Some people will never learn. Like, so this could be a comedy to Zahra the clown for mommy. Look, you don't have to. Men, please, not here yet. So don't get free with me. And all this, brothers, hola, brothers. So, anyways, no. Just kidding. But please, yeah, I still have my conservative dad part, and I have my American part because of Karachi American School. I have my British part, the parts fragmented. But I'm not good enough. So in this condition, so what shall I do? Okay, so let me show you here, right? The Loy Macedo said, you, and this is not even from the Epstein files, but that we know about this, right? About our Arabs, father side, not mother side. So that's why maybe Yahya Khan's mistress or friend, she whatever she said, I said that the girls she made who were for the high post. What do you call it? Can't even speak properly, and there's tuck going on in the neighbor's house upstairs. So I'm not able to speak properly. It's about my case also. Sorry, I have to come here delirious. I don't know what to do. and I'm having my breakfast tea. I haven't even finished it, and I've come live stream. So there's, and I think, okay, there's a video here. Oh God, I've seen so many videos. Someone, and this person, this scholar, he's considered radical Muslim, and he's blaming UAE. Okay, don't blame UAE for Islam destroying Islam, right? So I didn't want to see the whole video. It's Sheikh Rashid, the father of the Bay, helped the Bastakis. We have a Bastakiya here, place for the Bastakis first. They lived, and they had a whole community peacefully living. They came from Iran. They were persecuted by the Shia leader, ruler in Iran, 12 Shia, massacred. So this Shia leader went quite wickedly, like abnormal or something. What's the word that I can use here? Sorry, I can't choose words. So there is some wrong words also coming. And because I feel possessed and all this. So blaming the UAE for destroying Islam. Where's that video? Did I even watch it for a little while? Let me see. It's in my history. So now you know what I've been watching. Oh, what's this 12-year-old and family brutally murdered? Iran horror. 12-year-old. CBN News channel on YouTube. How grim is that? Afghan migrant guilty of rape. GB. 12-year-old. Why I decided to become a jihad. Yasmin Muhammad. जो तुमको पसंद है वही बात कही. Blood is in family. Trend. So on my condition also, in case 6 sneaky ways, so-called friends. ये क्या है? मिल गई आज. About my case, reincarnation case. I have reincarnation case. I have black magic case. I have distance mind control. I have a psycho who's after me. Oh God, Rim Jim. Oh, this is the Bastakiya mummies. Indian Hindu paid the price. Loy Masjid. So they have some terrible Indians and one good, true Indian Hindu, right? And the gang of against him, terrible, pathetic. Chosen ones. This is Denzel Moss setting empaths free. Chosen and my case. And thank you. Even Denzel Moss can talk properly. I just walk on water. Wow. Oh, it's for my images that are coming up. And Margot the Great. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Uh, huh? He just ended his career. Sharma is in big trouble after cover up for Islamist fails. Sahar TV. My experience being a woman in Islam versus Christianity. Margot again. Nelly, not the narcissist. So I'm doing my healing now. Margot has healing in her. So she talks, and I love this, Uh, just love it. It's wonderful. Margot is beautiful. So down to earth that you can, even if you're from a, sorry, Americans, I don't mean to hit on you, that we can't, you're too high for me. We can't, some of you are so professional and that no competition. I mean, no comparison. Epstein files exposed how UAE is destroying Islam. Oh, here it is, 13 I3 politics. Okay, this is the thumbnail. So UAE is destroying Islam. So There's, oh, the person in this religious scholar is radicalized. Let me see if I can speak about this, right? Now, please don't blame UAE for destroying Islam. Already, like, I stick to Baba's ayat and humanity, what they've promised us. His Highness Sheikh Muhammad. UAE leaders linked to Epstein files. Here's what no one talks about. Loy Macedo. Disclaimer, yeah, if you do not even think of sharing this, but if you want to, I shared it. Although I'm a UAE, I'm a Emirati, I don't know Arabic. So what I think. No, I'm remembering what my uncle, eldest uncle, said here. So what was he saying on the phone? He gave me 15 minutes. That's a lot on the phone. So, uh, so, and be careful. Oh, so he said that I've gone to the hospital. I got scared without, you don't know anyone and you don't know Arabic. Like you need, and you are UAE. No, no, he didn't speak like that. But like he's, you've gone to the hospital without Arabic and all this, knowing. And I know some because but I had to go to the hospital, right? It was emergency. So sometimes, even we can't. So Arabic is so important that I can't go to the hospital with the passport, ID, UAE. That I should feel embarrassed that I don't know Arabic, and they're going to ask me why you don't know Arabic. When no, they didn't ask me this at the emergency in the hospital. Huh. Oh, goodness. So, anyways, let's just laugh it off. I'm not laughing. Sometimes we, but we can't be as good as the Americans. And yeah, I'm giving it to them. I'm being sarcastic. This is our life. Even the Indians haven't come up to so much about spirituality, giving it to the Indians also. But there has been racists in Australia, racism against Indians recently. Today, getting up, there's again Freya Mortensen. I had this mad bout and I unsubscribed to all of you. But so now I'm not subscribing, but just watching your videos. I had subscribed to everyone. I subscribed on YouTube. I'm like, no one's helping. I'm in so much pain. This is my pathetic life. And I'm using people and wanting help and using free healing. And what can I give you but like 20 dirham? Thank you. Ah, so we have poor people in the United Arab Emirates. Taoist teacher reveals. Sorry, I couldn't watch the whole. What is the breaking news coming up? And God knows where I had to go. I was go back to India, Australia live. So you see, I speak like my mind without thinking. Right now, since year 2000, I wasn't like this. I used to keep my opinions to myself. And my case, right? So, and when I speak against something or someone, it doesn't mean I'm not dehumanizing Indian something or someone. It doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean what. This so keeping harmony, balance. Even Australia, some Australians don't know how to do this, and shouldn't attack sparks fears among immigrants. So racist attacks. Australia among immigrants, they took like a protest, peaceful, And then some Indians were attacked, and it's racist, right? Here, I'm not on races. I just want someone. When I say Pakistanis or Indian, and see, I would ask even Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji and Lakshmi Devi, and I've asked Narayan also, since my grand aunt, who had a Devi, and stones used to come out from thin air, I told you. My mother's aunt. So India is not, doing well. Pollution, cleanliness is not there, and here also, like their old Indian area, like come on, cleanliness. I don't think these Indians or the what. So maybe I'm in a with them poor middle class, poor middle class, but the water for the uh, oh, so the electricity for us it's kind of less, and even that I wish it was lesser. So the thing is, what was I saying? Indian also, you see, your old area is supposed to make quality life, increase the quality of your life. You don't want to do that or what? Uh, So this is not a race. I hope it's not a racist comment, and that India it would not spark, this kind of a thing, racist attack thing. When I complain against the Indians, when I complain against my Shias also, oh, that's the problem. And you see, even the Indians, what problem have they caused? So this my thing is for harmonial. It's not racism. I don't want anyone to be hurt. I just want your good. I want to see your greatness. So I'm sorry that greatness of spirituality. Oh, it's a cleanliness, and I'm sorry this is not here, right? I mean, there are Indian Hindus in Dubai, so and like we have this. Italy is Catholicism, right? And Italy is that what do you call it? The main country for the Pope and all, Church, Catholic, and can't use that word in English that I want professionally to use it. So I cannot impress you. And no one's going to ask me to come for an interview. Right? Only bichara, the what? No, I mean, some Indians have said go to X. What? Who? Oh, don't spark that. Trigger. So, oh, destroying Islam. No, I as uh, there are ex-Muslims, right? And as Muslims, they're destroying Islam. So this I need to talk about. Let's see if I can do that. And I just cut myself. What was I saying? I look at this. I think I was told by my aunt, whose husband he, here, Surah 20, my mother's sister here, uh, married in my father's community. Look at this, destroying Islam, right? Prophet Muhammad married a girl when he was 50. Okay, Hindus, you can compare it to Hindus if you like, but I don't, maybe what Sita and Ramji, I don't know. Now, you see, Elena Ali talking about that. Yeah, that could be. So life is, see the ridiculous, it's ridiculous, and the gods fighting and this and that. What's fighting? I see. I've never told you about the missile thing. I mean, fantasy. The higher you get, the laws you can't explain, right? Like physicians would say this is physicists would say this is pseudo. What do you call that? Physics. The reason. Oh, that also I've forgotten. Quantum physics, right? So there could be laws that are crazy. They're like crazy haywire. You can't put them in physics, the normal physics. Fit them in the. This is my English. I'm here to embarrass myself. But let them who find not me. It's okay. So you see, I haven't spoken about the stars, but Allah with the stars, it's the devils, right? I haven't. Have I shown you ever in my live stream? I don't know what is up there. There are crazy things going on. God has done. This creator God that we, one God. So, so right? So living in Pakistan and all this and seeing my Muslims. What great, mashallah, inshallah, marhaba, what we are doing, and myself also deteriorating, and dying in love. And this very bad love I have for my teacher I had, and then for my principal, get attached. Okay, can I talk properly? No. So sorry, it's going to be like this. Then make a so this is about fatayatakum, be chaste. I know it says abstain from sexual, but now you see the contradiction in God. He doesn't seem to be in his right mind here. And that doesn't mean that there are things, crazy things going on. Okay, the crazy things, I can't find the right word. Okay, but the crazy laws of quantum physics, observe, when you observe it, what lapses, what falls, what, right? But then some physicists say this is pseudo quantum physics. You are saying they criticize the quantum physics scientists harshly. So this, why would you criticize harshly? You've worked so hard to find the truth. What is the truth? Pilate asked Jesus Christ. And is the mind capable of understanding the whole truth, the absolute? Mind is not even absolute, it's fragmented, right? So this is why there's another on Islam also. Allah says use your mind, meaning intellect and reason and all this logic. But to what extent and on what things? So you see, I realized mind can only be used to a certain extent. Hafiz has said, or that, emotions. So why do we have these carnal? We have the biological desires, appetites, even sexual urges, appetite. It's like desire. It's desire, right? But how does this then go to much like sex and lust and all this? And yet, I tell you, it cannot. You also, you find out for yourself, right? If through the mind you can stop it. So who said? Which scientist said from the thing that the problem that has been created on this level, or what you can't solve the problem on the same level. So yes, and another thing the Muslims say, we believe in Allah, and yeah, so Allah needs to give you grace and all this. So why is He telling you to use the mind? So in certain cases we may use the mind, but He doesn't tell you that. He also He tells you to use the mind. And then Yusuf has said, Hazrat Yusuf in Surah Yusuf, that if God didn't have mercy on me, I would have gone for Zuleikha, the king's wife, right? Egyptian king's wife. Egypt and Africa were there. So I'm not too good in history. Anyways, the king's wife, right? So the soul is prone to evil. So soul is shaitan, soul is prone to shaitan, and how to control all this. So, and then I met a priest for counseling. I went for therapy counseling, and he told me he doesn't like to use the word control, supervise. So doing, the I'm okay, you're okay, the child, parent, adult, child circles merging, and how balance, to keep a balance is good, healthy. They said I wouldn't use for the mind to control the word control, but supervise. But you have a big child. I'm still very, very emotional. I know. Not that I'm proud of it. I wish I was level headed. Too many feelings. It's like the world is. Maybe I blamed God. Maybe when I saw my aunt getting cancer and what a service lady. Then later on, like, why wouldn't I pray as God? Where are you? In Karachi, on the streets, seeing beggars and depressed, can't help. But of course, there's some great Christians like helping. My teacher told me go to Darul Sakun, Sister Gertrude's Darul Sakun, founder of Darul Sakun in Karachi. Go there and see how the mother throws her defective child, defective, right? She's because the mother saying, my child is defective. Nurses, sisters there pick it up. Pick it. Sorry, excuse me. Pick her or him. Pick them up and take them. Don't be defective. So Miss so of course I don't live in Darul Sakun. I would like to go to. I wish I could have gone to Darul Sakun. Maybe like Shia. Habib family has orphanage in Karachi, schools and all this. And my friend used to go to meet her friend. She was in Habib Girls' Schools. They were together to the orphanage because she was an orphan. Sakun auntie, Habib family. They used to come there. She would see them. I've known Sakun auntie since London with the Gokul family, being friends and family friends, my parents' family. So we have that. But to form a relation, okay, I can go to Darul Sakun but relationship or teacher student, Miss, she's at her, PJ was her student, so now ex-student, and they've been friends, ex-student. Can I talk properly? I don't know why with me. Even my aunt said, why with you that all the teachers, in Dubai are sisters again. From her sister's sister-in-law? No, sister-in-law's daughter. Friends with a teacher here and going out shopping together and all this. So she said, why does it always happen to you that you get, maybe my love is really bad or too strong and I'm too emotional. But with the principal, I wasn't like this. And maybe later, the Walkman thing, but not in in college, my behavior. You see, I relived my teenage years that I lost crying for Mr. Sun. being in hell. So the charm of life came back in college, and wild puppy. So I relived. I enjoyed life, and I loved. I started to love myself. Principal, she brought the best out of me, and Savat Bozai also in her poem. What that poem, where you give tribute to the principal, reinstated again on her reinstatement back into college as the principal. She was supposed to retire. In her poem, has lauded the principal and said that you bring out the best in us. She took my heart's this thing. Some people do bring out the best. Doesn't mean we're not taking responsibility for it. But it's a little difficult with difficult people and discipline, too much discipline, strict people. It's very difficult to please them. Hmm. Okay, so I was a little. I wasn't like that with Mamie, my grandaunt. Anyways, I should take response. I was a child and I was. Okay, I went a little overboard with my teacher. And, but I believe that there are certain people who you sit with and they bring out the best in you. She was not. Anyways, she had some things that I didn't like, and she told I had some things she didn't like. Right? And she had some things I didn't like. But I said, Zara, just relax, chill. You've had enough this Miss Tissa strictness in your mind, and she's not even coming back. But she said it will take her a long time. And in 1989, Miss Tissa has told me over the phone. I was like, how long will it take you? But you're going to come back, so I'll wait for you forever and a day. Like from that song, right? Now I can't remember. Anyways, I can't. Forever and a day. And Totos, please turn around. We'll work it out somehow. Even if you turn and walk away, love will bring you back some forever and a day. And I will be without a doubt. Ah, but thank God I got over it. Like waiting, it's worse. If she had not told me this, waiting for her to come back and trying to be okay. I'll be like this, like the way Miss Tissa wants. But no. Then when Father Augustine, the counselor who came from America, told me, I said, no, I don't. No, you can be like, like the dam. You want to create this. You see, love. Michael Bolton, thank you. Later on, I found Michael Bolton. What is that song? I really believe in it. You know, you wouldn't know love if it wouldn't know love if it broke down your door wall. Sorry, I forgot. Now, this is just so disorderly. You see, so some Arabs, although they kept quiet, but they allowed prostitution because they found out the meaning of this verse. Sorry, Shias, 12er, all Shias, Ismailis, and all Imam. You see, the meaning of this is, I appeal to, I mean, with respect, yeah? So, Imam's Dai or someone who can help me, Ismaili, if you're here, sorry, I can't give prior notice. So, this has been going on. I apologize. You see, so some Arabs found out, UAE found out, I was told, like, I think so. I think I was told this. Um, but they don't make it public. If you're blaming them for this prostitution, they know that this is in Islam, it's allowed. These are girls. So, because the majority of their Sunnis didn't believe in this, that's why they kept it in their, they kept it to what their interpretation was of this ayat and allowing of girls. And there's no limitation to this. So there can be a whole aircraft, now we call it, or airplane, like Loy Macedo's mother called it. You can watch Loy Macedo's video on this, right? So could it be that maybe I think so, what it's very like, or maybe it wasn't my aunt, it was, maybe it was, they allowed, no, who was, no, my aunt's sister-in-law, or, sister-in-law's daughter, another one, she has many daughters. No, I don't think it was Hayat. With Muqaddas, my aunt, we used to go down and meet her in my aunt's place in Dubai. My aunt married to my mother's community member. No, I don't think. I think I heard it from her. So this is anyways, this is allowed, some Arabs, but out of respect, keeping it hushed about Islam. I think so. I gathered that keeping it to themselves, their interpretation on this Quran ayat. Quran ayats can be interpreted in many ways and open to interpretation, right? Although there's a contradiction, they didn't see this, but but allowing prostitution, compelled prostitution is haram. um, you see, and if Allah says many times, like, it's not your will, it's His will. So you see here also He says abstain from sexual relations outside of wedlock marriage, right? But for the right hands possession, right? Yet he's asked them if they desire chastity. This also. So very good Arabs in the United Arab Emirates, but they didn't make it public, you see. But they just kept it hushed, right? Have realized those who UAE, in the UAE, have realized that compelled prostitution is not allowed, but prostitution of girls, not even slave girls. An Indian explained to me the meaning of this is just girls, and maybe even Christian Prince can explain this if he comes. I hope he can make a video on this because he knows Arabic. Girls is allowed. Young women desire chastity. If young girls from Pakistan, India, or Russia, at that time I was told by a Christian lady, young girls are going to Dubai, right? Young. I mean, the girls, the women, the females are young going to Dubai, or so because stewardess, her daughters, and all. So this is allowed in Islam. And of course, the children, the more the merrier for you. So sheikhs having 90 plus, 100, 200 children. Islam has no limit. When some a Shia told me when I was not well, he had come to heal me. But what he told me was, do not, Ahlul Bayt are going to be naraz, upset with you. Do not get upset because your father married. And there's no limitation, 1, 2, 3, 4, and doesn't say till the 4. It says like it means 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. He interpreted. He was a Sunni, became a Shia, and he's a, so this, there's no limitation, he told me. He told me that. So you see, Shia also a disciple or of Shahanshah, Maulana Allama Shahanshah Hussain, who used to recite majlises during Muharram in Karachi Nishta Park. And you can be rich. My father was filthy rich, right? His family. You can be rich, and it we don't follow that Jesus Christ, that being a rich person, for a rich person it's impossible to go to heaven. So we can be rich, but israf should not be there, waste in Islam. Where they're destroying environmental uh, care, care for their people, whatever the personal life is. But this here, they allowed it. And mistresses and mutta and all this. Why are they destroying Islam? Please tell me. I didn't watch that video. I didn't have the heart. And then some would say she shouldn't even speak about this. No, I should speak about this. I understand that what it, but could it contain something worse than this? That prostitution is allowed, and they allowed it, but kept it hush because majority maybe Sunnis who haven't yet understood this ayat properly. They didn't want to spread it around. Keep it. Okay, destroying Islam in what way? Please tell me. Huh? Sheikh Muhammad initiative, Sheikh of Dubai, King of Dubai, yeah, initiative inviting to Islam in the best way. Surah Fusilat ayat, right? Oh, global initiative. There is, look at this also. So the infrastructure, what else? Like not to shout out, not to raise your voice. In Islam, donkey, it's like donkey's brain, voice. So not to raise your voice. You see how the Arabs talk here? Arab women also, on when they come on the platforms. The voices are not raised on the social media platform. They will talk. Look at Amjad Taha, Louis Al Sharif. Who else is there? Others. Ahmad, Amjad. Oh, on X platform. Every what is missing in the UAE that is destroying Islam? Huh? Coexistence, you mean? Pakistani Indian, so Indian Muslims you've lived with, and you're very open-minded. I don't understand, and I don't want to watch that. Maybe I'll watch it later and come back again. Oh no, I was just telling myself, don't watch this Lord Masido. If you can't watch the UAE, and he's told everyone not to share this on your public social media accounts and all. So punishments? What? So the way they speak, like you could get into this of I don't want to go Botswana, Allama Rashid Rabi also, Majlis, Botswana, Obama again. So I've heard, and then I get trapped in this. Like hmm? inviting to Islam, initiating their humanitarian, cultural initiative. Even Ismailis believe in pluralism and coexistence, right? And I've been telling Ismailis, see, there's no coexistence in Islam. And what was it? Saudi Arabia and UAE conflict. I had to. So the trolls were telling um, the UAE Emiratis that you're Indians because we coexist and they're hardworking. Indians are very hardworking. Indian labor, Pakistan labor, Bangladeshi labor, cheap. Do you mean to say Islam wanted to make slaves redundant? No, no. Gambar was a slave of Imam Ali. Set free, but he always remained as, like, there is slavery. You can set slaves free, but you still can have slave girls, and you can use these. Look at this in Surah 4. So, see, Ismailis also, look at what the Islam hai, ye kya hai? They've made those who try to reform Islam, you call them destroying Islam. Surah 4, you say that they're destroying Islam. 25, look at this. If a man has a fear on fear, who can he use? He can use these less slave girls, right? But these girls, young girls, no, they're slave girls actually, right? But the Arabs there, it depends. Maybe they say on the, but if what your right hands possess, see, it's girls from what your right hands possess, and from what your right hands possess. The Sunnis believe are sex slave girls, that captives. You can have with them, toba, toba, the way Allah has written it. But their interpretation is so. You can marry these girls, but they have to come from what your right hands possess, not the free women. If you have, and if you can't afford, okay, if you can't afford, then use them. Use these girls. What kind of a thing is this of the belief? And Allah knows best about your faith, and you are one from another. Although Allah said this, chalo, kuch laga, keep make it look good, 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 good. So marry them with the permission of the family. Very good, very good, very good. And you're not allowed to have secret lovers, like boyfriend, but boyfriend, girlfriend, not secret. I can tell, you can tell, we can tell, I can tell my father that I have a boyfriend. Okay. No, no. My conditioning comes up. I can't even say this. So this problem of Islam, sometimes when we've been, and double standards we've had. So my parents were very lenient with me, but I, with my sister, whatever happened in my childhood, I don't know what that I couldn't even hear a story that if she loves a boy in school, I told her, please stop it. Please, I'm so sorry. You can talk to auntie or your friend. It's just my weakness, right? So things like this, strictness, right? I wore shorts, but I can't see my sister wearing sleeveless or tight clothes or things. Anyways, she wore tight clothes, and I can't wear tight clothes, but of course I didn't. I wasn't strict with her on this, thank God. Otherwise, I could have been a tyrant against because of this Islam. And how our society is. We can't trust men, our men. Look what they've done in Britain. They can't even sit with a girl and have a talk without, hitting on her or what? Raping? What? What? One woman recently, a girl or who, British girl, raped 700 men, and most of them are Pakistani Muslims, Pakistani British Muslims, something like that. YouTube. So now the cleaning outside is happening. I'm sorry if you can hear this. Okay, and what did I about my health? Forget it now. That thank you for I can come here and just act like a clown. Thank you, social media. Life is very painful, pathetic. I've so who's this psycho? I just can't take it. Suffering. Oh, and but why do we have to suffer? Why does Radha Rani have to suffer? Why did Radha Rani have to suffer? I question that. Love lift us up where we belong. A song by whom I don't know. Forgotten the names of the singers. If it's a duet, Love lift us up where we belong. It's from the movie, I think, An Officer and a Gentleman. So, what now? Freedom and intellect, reason. I want to, yeah, I can open the AI. So, what is this? This live stream will be on freedom. The next one, no, no, I don't know. So, what is freedom? Right? There should be no hindrance. Does Islam have freedom? Yes, Islam says in Surah Baqarah, ayat, Allah says, Islam says, uh, what is it? What does it? There's no compulsion in religion, right? Then he compels Surah 4, ayat 47. But, anyways, let's look at compulsion in religion, freedom, freedom. So, no, no, you would say, no, no, we don't want that kind of freedom. I would say, no, no, I'm a slave to love, or am I loved? Then I start to say, no, no, if you slave to love, you get attached to people whom you love, and then you can't let go, and it's very, very painful. It's also like reincarnation. The movie, have you seen Somewhere in Time? He had to hypnotize himself, and it compels you, you know, and it just is deeply painful. There's a gap, and you don't know. So why did Narayan, who Vishnu, like there's no real, there's no. Hindus believe in reincarnation, and all this, but how do they believe in it? How has this Bhagwan kept reincarnation? Because transmigration of the soul, the proof of it is not there. We can only, oh, my soul, we can be hypnotized, or God can come and say, you are him. Of course, I know but the other person doesn't know. There's no evidence of transmigration of the soul that scientists have found, and even spiritualists in that, like how the soul transmigrates. Step by step evidence, observation. You see, you may not think, I'm not only spiritual, but I have a scientific mind. I need evidence for everything, material evidence. So I question my religion because of lack of evidence, and because of this kind of a way. Scientific evidence with the spiritual evidence, with every step of the way, we don't have that. That's the thing. Searching for. Uh, yes, we can explain to ourselves, science selves, that the absolute, how can, so the mind can't get there, right? To the absolute, because the mind is not absolute. So when God says in the Quran also that on the intellect, use your intellect, otherwise God will put abomination on you. He doesn't tell us when to use our intellect, what we have in Al Kafi. Now that's for the Shia 12 verse that I told the intellect to come. But you see, come forward. You see the way we are. Let's say I've looked at this. I may be wrong. You can correct me, but give me like explain to me, right? Explain to me. What was I saying? The maybe I have Alzheimer's. Oh God. Okay. So like on I should make notes. So wait, I just forgot. Sorry, excuse me. What's this? Yeah, I was going to make freedom. So there should be evidence. I've forgotten what I was going to say. It's such an easy thing, and I intellect. So when to use the intellect? Soul is prone to evil. So if can the intellect stop these urges, biological urges, desires to get into like or methods of worship to Allah that He has given us in the Quran, Islam? Huh? Will that stop? So when to use our intellect and with the intellect, what to stop? So you see the patterns. You see, my aunt was telling me that maybe she was explaining to me why the principal doesn't come, right? So she was saying, see, your pattern of thinking is that you're thinking different than her. It's not that she doesn't care or doesn't want to come or what, but her way is different. She might say, you are young and I don't want you to get too attached to me. So she wants to stay away from me like that. And I'm thinking that this moment is when we love each other, we must meet and all this, right? Like, not for the future. She's thinking, it's a different pattern of thinking, right? So even the mind, the intellect, Sunni school of thought, Shia school of thought, Salafi school of thought, you see? So how you're conditioned in life from very beginning, when you're born and in which, yes, some people change. It's just a pattern of thought changed. Atheists then become atheists, leave their school or the entire religion. Like they change their pattern. But you see, even this pattern is it's like all the mind pattern on the mind. But who will live on the absolute without the mind? So let's leave them after having to maybe from nursery, kindergarten, 1, 2, 3, 4 class or grades for Americans. Sorry, I don't know the Indian. And in school, what do they call these grades? Class 1, class 2, class 3, grade 1. So then when the a mind, you can't use, can you use your mind? You can, maybe conditioning, but you're on your pattern, the one you conditioned pattern, brought up on. So that could be right. Although Allah says that those who have the intellect obey me, but there are different patterns of thought, right? Someone is obeying Allah through Sunni pattern, school of thought, we call it. So the thought patterns are different. So intellect is not enough. What else is needed? You would say the grace of God or the. So we pray to God. Also, this methods are needed, and we've got the methods. So God says, like on freedom also. So you see, thought cannot make us free, right? We're following a pattern, and there's also a cosmic law. Things have to follow, the celestial objects and all this. So there's a law that the whole cosmic celestial objects, the cosmos follows, right? Or can I say the universe follows? So, like some Hindus devoted to Radha Rani for Krishna, then they have to follow this pattern of love and devotion. So become some Western people say they're slaves. This is slavery. This is not healthy. They have to be free. They have the freedom to choose whether to follow a guru or not. That much freedom they have, right? And then, so this also, you see, so is there freedom, complete freedom? Or are we supposed to, because we're also, you see, we're interdependent. You can go in the forest, you want to go alone and you can be independent, but you'll be dependent on the forest, the animals and things, right? Creation. We're not really independent from the outside. Inside, how much we can be spiritually, maybe. This also we need to see. So I've been contemplating on all this just for the live stream. I started to contemplate again and how to write it, but I can't. So check it out. Check that professional stuff out. Orderly way, right? Freedom. So you see, if you go, so Moji Baba said, like, let's not go in this forest, right? Who am I, Maharishi, and all this, let's cut it off. Like, cut this thing out. Check it out. So I've done, but I have to explain to you, right? That see, we can go in the jungle. What are carnal desires? Which carnal desires can we practice? The desire that Allah has given us, even in like sexual desires and all this, and wedlock and all this. But Allah has said you can have, men can have prostitutes, mutta and all this. Anyways, so I started to search for something that you align to, right? Aham Brahmasmi, Dr. Deepak Chopra had 21 days meditation challenge with Oprah Winfrey. So you align to God or the laws, the cosmic law by saying Aham Brahmasmi, this mantra, with this mantra, we are never free, I guess. So I could have become a slave to love. Love is all I believed in, right? Then later on I realized, but for my religion, yeah, Imam Hussein, I have put love for love. And this love God has gathered. What Imam Hussein did, and this and that, right? So love comes in. When I wrote about Imam Hussein, I pity those people who object to our Hussein, since they don't know how far love can go. And so we love Imam Hussein. And those who say that we worship Imam Hussein, we don't, we love him, revere him, we worship him. But we worship Allah, right? Oh, so loving Imam Hussein, how much can we do Imam Hussein's way? We can't, not all. Allama Iqbal has said, कारवान में एक भी हुसैनी नहीं है. The Indo-Pak poet, philosopher, and the one who two state, two nation theory, who asked Qaid Jinnah to come and help him. He was in UK, England. So the two nation theory was a dream of Allama Iqbal, wasn't it also? Or sorry, I keep Allama Iqbal. Now, why has this come up? I feel I go against out of my the topic I'm speaking about, two nation theory. So he's the one who called. He's the what do you call it? The father? No, Sir Sayyid, who was the two nation theory of Qaeda-Azam and Allama Iqbal. Some say no, the written, I can't tell. Some say no, it wasn't Qaeda-Azam, he was in England. It was Allama Iqbal. The document outlines the two nation theory, which posits that Hindus and Muslims in South Asia from two distinct nations, due to profound religious, cultural, and social differences, have a different. Muslims be given a country where they can. You see, the Christians didn't ask for this. So this, we'll have to get rest my neck, head. Sorry, excuse me. Get a pillow. Lower talk. So this is my talk here, monologue. I will not allow anyone to talk here. No, no, just kidding. So, what shall we do now? Where was I before this? Departing from my topic as what I was on. I've forgotten. So हम भूल गए रे हर बात मगर तेरा प्यार नहीं भूले. So feelings. What are feelings? So freedom. Well, we have some freedom in this pure awareness. But did pure awareness create everything? The limitations. God created himself. This is my theory. I don't know. I haven't proven it. The scientists are going to laugh and say this. So, Zara, let's see if scientists can find out. I have to write it down. I'm so slow. Let's just go on with this then. So, this not discovered. So, how can something which is a proof depends on you for its creation or existence be a proof? of your existence. Your mother, how can you be a proof of, you can be a proof of your mother's existence? Like, but how to put it? Let me gather myself. So, can we prove from the material level or any level the creation? Because God, how to say it, right? So sorry, I'm so layman and this, and also very amateur, unprofessional. So if scientists say tell me, scientists, nothing created the Big Bang. Could this be God? Now, who is a scientist or has, who can tell me why it can't be God, the Big Bang? So now we can't even, okay, I get, a scientist can't prove. Okay, let me just, oh, I have this here. Stomach problem. Doesn't matter. I'll just empty stomach. Not bad. So what did I say here? Existing, eternally existing. Can there? How? Who can say that there's nothing that is existing eternally? Everything here is a limitation, right? Our eyesight, everything. Only numbers we found that go into infinity. Yes, numbers go into infinity. You see, online now, unprofessional. We're amateurs and English, bad English. Bad English. Let's find a song for that. So right, bad English. I love this band's one song. What was the song by Bad English that I really love? It must be on love. It has to be. When I see you smile, I see you raise light. This one. And the price of love. Oh, the what price? The time of no, no, no. Best of what I got. No, no. Yes. Maybe don't walk away, but it's a fast one. Yeah, just these two songs, right? Price of love and when I see you smile. No, street. Oh, this bad English. Price of love. And this is also bad English, right? Yeah. Oh, this is their backlash. It's their album. Okay, albums. So, if God existed, there would be no suffering. So, but you see, we're going into one area of human life or our mind thinking there's suffering, evil. Another person with their different mind, like a Vishwanite Hindu or even Shivite would say all this destruction. It has to be their evil for good, for us to know the difference between good and evil. Evil has to be here. But there was a time, no philosophy, no existence of evil, no explanation, no reason good enough to tell me why there is evil here, right? People harming each other, there's hurt, pain, this, that. To learn what, and even the karma now of which Hindus don't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me. Evil's existence does make sense to me. Why do we have to? Allama Rashid Tarabi once said in his majlis, I don't want to quote him much, but that you see, good does not need to be dependent on any bad to be known. I don't know how that. Yeah, why should good we have? Is it the mind? So yeah, this good, bad, or but Allama Rashid Turabi said that good. So you see, like Sufis say that if Pharaoh wasn't there, how would Musa? How would we know how good Musa was, right? If Yazid, and there are some Sufis in Islam who say if Yazid wasn't there, Hussein's goodness, how good this. So God tests to know who is the hypocrite, who is through bad and good and all this. But what if we go to a place where there's no opposites and good stands and it's just bliss and heaven on earth? We don't need all these lessons to know the value. Okay, so I have to remember, right, that I'm on this from there. God created all this to love Himself, herself, experience, even in the smaller, like desires and sexual and all this. So, what shame and the shyness Prophet Muhammad has said, Patani, Haya is half of my religion, or shyness, or what shyness or shame is half of my religion. What is this? घबराना शर्माना कैसा है अपनों में मेरी जान. This Pakistani song by Zoeb Hassan. So the shyness we have, the face on the wedding night, and then I mean, Gungat Utta. Even in Hinduism, this is there. Gungat Utta raha hoon main, kabhi kabhi. Shyness is half of religion. Prophet Muhammad, and I'm so shy. And then I had to read this book by Shy Man's Guide, Shy Person's Guide to Life by Michael Benton. What's his name? Sorry, I've forgotten the author's name. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar, the Prophet passed by a man who was admonishing his brother regarding haya, pious shyness from committing religious indiscretions, immorality. So there's, this farasha, haram in Islam, even privately. Eh? So what is when there's prostitution is allowed of girls? You see, some Arabs have found out, the UAE Arabs have found out, but they don't say it. I think they keep it hushed. And was saying you are you. On that, Allah's apostle said, leave him, for haya is a part of faith. Oh, yes, haya has harmed me too. Like my aunt saying, why are you two, like between the cousins, like, so shy? Shouldn't be that shy in relation. This is abnormal. I don't, that you can't even talk to your cousin who you're supposed to marry in front of like others. Or maybe, so I'm very shy, right? My father said, so he was saying good night to me when he came from America for vacations to Dubai, and I was in Dubai. My father, I was good night to him in front of my father. So my father got angry at me, and I said, "Mark my words, I'm never going to marry you." And that came true. What time I said in Dubai, mark my in the night time. That was the my prayer, thank God. So you see, I'm not obsessed. There's no fatal attraction against my cousin. Americans, why have you made me feel like with Miss Disa, it was an unhealthy love, and maybe I thought it was. I started to think it's obsession, and fatal attraction came, and I could have destroyed Miss Disa going there for reconciliation. Never, couldn't let go of her and all this. But you see, ask my cousin. I never went after him. Never even questioned him and said, "Why do you?" Ah, so now you're going after this beautiful girl, and you used me in London and this and that, Huh. Ek do, hrit, patak. And Bobby knows. So my mother used to call, Bob. Ah. And so for the beauty, and see, I just walked away when I could. Found another person to marry. It didn't work out. That's another thing, story. But why deprive yourself of romance and all this? Go for a drive and steamy windows and, during the rain and this amazing, why miss out that romance in your young youth with your, so this is that like immoral? Maulanas, religious scholars, when you can see now how you can have prostitutes and those who fear those men, Surah 4 ayat 25, who fear fornication and can't afford believing women, rich believing women can marry these slave poor girls from the terrible. And you can't keep secret. Who's keeping secret? Let us allow us to at least have lovers, like love someone and get married to. What is the shame in that? No, no, this sometimes can be, you see, that's why. And sometimes in China's, like I speak I might do kabacha thing. The weird thing in China's, it does hurt. And you do ridiculous things. Like in Tanhaya, the kabacha we had character in Miss Hasina Moin's drama PTV, Tanhaya, Pakistan TV drama. It came on Pakistan TV, Pakistani drama. This also I can't say properly. What is this? So we do this Tina, Miss Sania, ah, right? So it's not very attractive and charming. Miss Sania was fed up of this kabacha in Tanaya. No, no, shyness can hurt and be very so. The shy person's life, the shy person's guide to life. Sorry, guide. But this is like a really rough and casual stuff. Live stream. The Shy Person's Guide to Life by Michael Bentin. I had to buy this book. In some things, I'm very shy. Benton. Benton. Sorry, I forgot his last name, but I remembered his first name. No, sorry again. Where's the Shy Person's Ben? Oh, isn't it Ben? It's not Benton. It's Benteen. I think it's spelled like Shy Person's Guide to Life. Yes, this is the same cover I had. You see, from Pakistan, Karachi, about it was available. The Shy Person's Guide. And now we have to guess I should. And Prophet Muhammad has said, no, no. Oh, so I'm sorry. Excuse me. With the but now I've had enough with Prophet Muhammad. That I'm very first. I'm not well, and I can't take this anymore. Leave him, for indeed modesty and shyness is a part of faith. Okay, it's a part of faith, right? See this? Sometimes we even miss the words. What word recently I missed? Which ayat was it on? I said, look at no, this one I opened today. Surah Nur I opened today. I can't find that if they provide evidence, do not even. Where is it? Look at how Allah has written this. I'm already has He sent you word in the book. Then you hear the signs of Allah. So you're hearing the signs of Allah. Oh, like, that's the law, night. I forgot to say this earlier on. Like, night does not overcome the day, right? But Norway, in the summer, hardly night comes. In the winter, then it would be hardly day comes. It's like just, I've been to Norway and I've seen it. Business trip with my father and my brother was younger. Oh, in the summer, it's like a little bit. So the laws change in the winter, summer, and anyways, what is this that Abraham has told this man? Oh, you say you are God, but can you? But even God cannot raise the sun from the west. Any God is not able to do these things, but God is able to do what? Surah 6 ayah 65. So this signs of Allah held in defiance and ridicule. You are not to sit with them unless they turn to a different theme. Oh, this I need to speak about. I forgot. This I wanted to put on in my notes last night, yesterday, and last night I forgot. I went on freedom and all this. Which ayat that I? So already has He sent you word in the book? In which book? Whose book? Please tell me. That when you hear the signs of Allah held in defiance and ridicule, or in the previous books, He means the scriptures written by the scribes. Sorry. So you see, these Muslims, the Muslims, dear Muslims, my Shia, Sunni, Bastaki Muslim. Now I have to impose my changing Bastakis for my Dariyatas. You see, I was a Bastaki in my previous life. I had 7 daughters, one died. one son who wasn't well, mentally ill. I also feel like throwing things at times in this life. Before I didn't. So he wasn't well, my son. One son I had. So I'm from I was, but I feel very shy, you see, like, and then when I came to my reincarnation, I can't even tell them I was a bastaki, and they would think, oh, for the principal, because you love the prince, you're crazy, you have a crush on, that's why you like bastaki. It's like you with Miss Tissa, you like the Goan Christians, and you wanted to. I didn't have a choice. Yes, yeah. But maybe this is due to reincarnation too. So I want to help my bastakis, Sunni bastakis. Allah Shias did souls, zulm on them long time ago in Iran. Like and the clerics, right? And the leader at that time, the Shia leader. So Mummy Munira Fikri, I've just lost another daughter, Rukia Fikri. It's very painful. Somewhere in time, very, very painful. Already life is very painful. Allah is, so I'm imposing my views. Bastakis come. Come, come, come. I'm being like my mummy, principal telling the teachers to come in the office, and they were like, we maybe, to take a picture. How many of us shall come? Come, come, come. All of you. Where there's a heart, there's a space. दिल है तो जगह है जगह दिल में होनी चाहिए teachers come 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 all of you. The photographer, me, I had to stand on a chair now. Like, where back shall I go? But chair. So innovation from the top, bottom. Allah has enjoined upon you in the book. What is explain it to my heart that we're over now? And surely he has revealed to you in the book. Which book? That okay. So you see the way he writes it, like no, he sent it. He hasn't written anything. You hear the verses of Allah being rejected. It and I don't do I ridicule? No, I haven't come here to ridicule, but sometimes it's like, what is this? This upside down. Okay, the ridiculous cosmic laws, like I've read physics, quantum physics, right? But I'm not making fun. I'm just saying it's ridiculous. It's amazing. It's beyond. I don't ridicule. And how Allah has ridiculed the polytheists and polytheism? What is this that you have made it so strict? Oh, they worship the stones and this and that, worship me. They made idols and all this. Allah hasn't ridiculed them. Their worship? No, He hasn't been like, oh, dear polytheists, come here. Let me tell you, it's okay you worship stones, but I'm the one who is. No, no, in a very ridiculous tone, he's told them, what is this? And they've said they worship this because their forefathers worshipped it. And such ridiculous tone. Ridiculed. And Allah, you have not used ridiculous tone many times in the Quran. Then do not sit with them. Ah, ah. So let's see this. Yeah, but provide your proof. And if they provide the proof, I can't find that ayat. I found a ayat on Jews and Christians. Allah says to them, what provide your proof? They have all the proof they need in their Bible and their Torah and oh, and then he blames them for changing, distorting the words. No, Jesus Christ said in the Bible, it is there. God is my father, not Abraham. I'm the son of God. So when you say metaphorically, allegorically, God here, Muslims, Jesus has said it very directly. I cannot dispute that. Why do you dispute the Christians that Jesus did not say he's the Son of God? I don't know what kind of reasoning and all this you use. Jesus said he's God and he is the Son of God. Both. That's what I got from the Bible, straight up. So I was watching in my teenage years, Ahmad Dida, I think his name is right, three, on this, something happened when he said something about Christianity, and I was like, I think maybe if I can remember why I stopped listening to Ahmad Didat is because of on Christianity, his reasoning one time didn't make sense to me, and then I stopped. I think that's why I stopped watching Ahmad Didat on Christianity. Although a Shia man, I couldn't go forward with it, with his explanations. Not that he made a mistake, he was in no doubt that this is wrong in Christianity. And I had to just, then I stopped. Maybe it was something like this that made me stop listening to on Shia Islam, it was on Christianity. And not that I was even thinking of at that time to become a Christian for my teacher or something. No, no. And I didn't even ask my teacher. I was in Karachi. I was in an American school, and my teacher was there. But I just stopped because he said something that I did not find true against Christianity. Okay, and it has already come to you in the book that when you hear the verses of Allah, they are denied and ridiculed. So do not sit with them. The worst of creatures, Surah Baina, are polytheists, Jews, Christians, because they okay because but and because and the Jews say the God's hand, Allah's hands are tied. When how could the Jews say this? That they're God, they're God's hands. They don't even take the name of their God. They have syllabuses. What do you call that? Just the Yahweh's, not the proper name of God. How can Jews say that the hands of God are tied? They believe in God. And you are ridiculous. Huh? So without listening here, without seeing, I'm not ridiculing. What about that? And you hear the verses of Allah, not even examine them. So they're not supposed to examine these verses. Allah says in another ayat, examine the verses, right? Meaning, if it had much contradiction, it would be from other than Allah. How much time has gone by? I'll stop when the azan starts. Oh my goodness, look at this. The way he has it. Sent it, revealed. Until they enter into another conversation. Indeed, you would be like them. Oh my God. And so Allah has called them hypocrites and disbelievers. who will be in hell altogether, right? And already these hypocrites also will be killed then in Surah 33, ayat 60, 61. Hearing the ayats, anyways, so maybe you're not Arabic. How can just hearing the ayats, okay, night goes into day, doesn't go into, oh, sorry, night doesn't. And this, the laws of the cosmos. So freedom, where is freedom for us? Where's freedom? And don't get attached to this one. And yeah, but mother, son is attached, daughter is attached to mother. Oh, and the Quran ayat also says, be attached to these truthful ones. What about this? And when they go, we will cry, cry, cry. Be attached to them. What a great company. Yani, this attachment is okay. Yani, being attached to Imam Hussain as the Shaheed martyr, be attached to them. What a great company, the truthful attachment in Islam with these. It's not unhealthy, right? And you say, oh, we shouldn't love so much and give too much importance to temporary things in life because they go, even the imams keep going, right? And we get new imams. Now, I should be crying. Ismailis are not crying anymore for His Highness Al Khan. Some of them may still be missing. I've seen on Facebook. His Highness Al Khan the Fourth. We're still missing him. And you say, oh, not to love someone so much. Oh, love Allah alone. That's why you see, you can lose your loved ones, but can ye dil hai jo manta nahi. Again, an Indian movie song. Dil hai ki manta nahi. This heart. Explain it to my heart. It's better that it's over now. So can we have a complete love? Love so completely, so deeply, and live, not only die, but live for this. Until the person is alive, love them, love them, love them completely. Would that solve the problem rather than saying, don't love it much? Ishq nahi karo. This ishq is what in love, but it's a passionate, strong love, devotion to God, like mad love. Be attached to Him, praise and adore Him, pray for Him. What's this? So this will loving one Allah only will solve the problem. No, no. You know what's going to solve the problem? Love completely someone that you have with you, that you can love, and the feeling is mutual. So there's unconditional love, and then there's these souls who have come in groups. Judy Hall's explanation of Hands Across Time in her book. So we're in a group. So we have this also, like specific loving one person that we have been in a group with for a long time on the soul level. And when we find them here, we should love them. Complete love, not fearing, oh, if we love them and then when they go away, then the mother also, what if a child is attached or the mother is attached to a child when they go away? Well, life is, and then we say, God heals, right? Man attempts, God heals. But why go through that? And with the heart, we're attached. Attachment is there. So the problem of this in relationships, there's no problem. All the time we have problems, problems, problems. And Muslims will say Allah, right? Only Allah, no, messenger had to come to give his message. So one from the angel side, one from the human side. Only Allah kahan hai? And then you have to praise them, and Allah sends peace on them. And Surah Fat ayat 9. Do not even make a distinction with Surah 4 ayat 150 or what between Allah and the Messenger. be attached to the truthful. What a great company. Oh, oh, believers, be with the truthful. Okay, there was a ayat translation, be attached. Oh, those who are true. No, no, there's another. This is not the one. The one says be attached. I can't find it. Truthful, the pious, right? And whoever obeys Allah and the Messenger will be in the company of those blessed by Allah, the prophets, the people of truth, the martyrs, and the righteous. Doesn't say be attached to them. Maybe it was a, I don't know, Shia Quran translation. And whoever obeys Allah, those will be ajah, be with the ones upon whom will be, maybe in heaven you will be. Allah has bestowed favor of the prophets, steadfast affirmers of truth, the martyrs, and the righteous. And, and excellent are those as companions. Maududi says, he who enjoys in this world the company of the kind of people mentioned in this verse. Okay, in this world, okay. God judges worthy of the same company in the hereafter is fortunate. Yeah, okay, they'll get. So here in this world, be with them, right? So the fact is that unless I'm now the wicked people too. So don't be with the wicked people, be with the good people. Sensitivity has atrophied. The companionship of corrupt, wicked people is a painful punishment even in this transient world, right? Let alone that one should be subjected to the perpetual companionship of such people in the abiding life of the hereafter. God help you, Shias, if you get a bad bad husband, right? Oh, what are you to do? Do your jihad. God, thank you. हम सहते रहेंगे सितम आपके. I will take it. Wife saying, but I pray to God to save your marriage. But no divorce, no. Allah has allowed, permitted divorce, and what does Prophet Muhammad said? It is the worst what he has permitted. But you see, the Catholics don't allow divorces. Marriages are locked. So in darkness or in light, wicked. If there are Shias like a wicked, corrupted, no. And there's no Imam Mahdi or alims coming and helping you. There was one her marriage. She said she's going for jihad, and she ended up running away from her husband. No Shia, no elderly Shia coming to help or alim helping them. And then her husband got the ex-husband now, got her son. So mother, oh, so what Islam is destroying, you don't see that. And you won't even come here to listen because of this ayat. No, the other one, sorry. Oh, huh? So do not sit with them until they enter into another conversation. Why should we enter into another conversation? You make us sit and gulp this without thinking, without, but Allah has said, even in your companion, there's no madness or possession. Reflect. But that right He has given. Okay, these are the hypocrites, and because Allah thinks this ayat, the signs He's brought down are true. This Allah. So we're in such a dilemma, I don't understand. Now, because the Indians, some Indian Hindu must have done something, because of all these ex-Muslims. Ghalib Kamal was saying now, yeah, acha, acha, theek hai, trying to. But like, I gave them a chance, they spoke and all this. And now recently, I was like, not sure what. So I had to ask the supermarket. I said, I have an issue, right? I thought maybe the government has sent him to my door again. Now, I'm not from India. Okay. I was invited to an Indian Ismaili Facebook page. But I'm not from India. And I've discouraged Indians here, Hindus, right? But why would I get it? Why would I get it? I've made it very clear this is academic, this is not ridiculing, not making fun, even Christian coming here. I say, please, not like this. I do say that. See, and then when I say that, the Christians say, you are in taqiyya. No, no, we're not allowed. I'm not. I'm from. So at least a little bit, like how to say it to you. I'm giving you giving the position of the Shia or the Sunni, right? No, no. And then you're showing me you're not, you're giving your position, and not the Shia position. Yes, David. So all this, David would have said, without the hadiths, the Quran cannot be like. So the Muslims heavily rely on something like this, right? Not verbatim. What he meant by this, Sunni Muslims also, Shias. So not for the Quran only, right? Quran only are not Muslims. You have to obey the Prophet. You have to. So they have all their reasons. Anyways, so no in Shia position. Houston Euler, and he's like, you think I'm a Shia, and you. So he put the blame on me on this. So he used this because I was, kind of worried, mistrusting. Of course, I admit that, confess, of Houston Euler. Then he used this position of Shia to say you are in Dakiya, you are a Shia still. You are a Shia saying against me. But I had my reason, other reasons, suspicious and all this. Couldn't trust anyone. Maybe disguised Shia, Houston Euler. But he comes on Christian platforms, live streams and all this, right? Okay, so but giving the position, so what's the point here? Back to the original. So why would so I wanted to, so the supermarket told me that. Okay, I just wanted to know that whether behind this is my government, UAE. But what happens in India, like I found out from my previous live stream, I couldn't finish this, right? Yeah, this I condemn. And there was one true Hindu, right? Hindus creating problems. I have said this. I've put myself haram ho jayega. Khana haram, not only against the sheikhs or you. If I say anything for the right, like please Sheikh Saab, you know, आपने तो हमें ह्यूमैनिटी बाबा जायद बाबा राशिद और ये बस्तकियों को हेल्प किया, what can Oh, you know, Baba Rashid, Sheikh Rashid of Dubai, loved the Bastakis. Were very good. And I was a Bastaki. Lekin, what is my right here? I questioned to love her and to go after the Bastakis. Go after the Bastakis. Bastakis in Dubai, watch out! In the UAE, Zahra is after you, my Zuriyat. I was in my past life. So you are all, how many of them screamed when Mummy Munira Fikri's mother passed away? Huh? How many Fikris? How many Bastakis screamed? Because I know that someone screamed. I did, I know for sure that the principal, Mrs. Munira Gulzar, screamed. She didn't say it directly, but I had signs. When her mother died, Shaharban Fikri. I I think maybe my friend, who was my friend, a very beautiful girl, uh, Shahnaz may have been Mummy's mother. Maybe she was my sister in my previous life. I am the mother. Uh, Maybe Shahnaz looks more like Mummy. Mummy looks more like, the. My aunt was telling me, no, you look also more like, you look like them, Shahnaz and all that, but I'm not that beautiful. Where is it? This Hindu spoke once. This is the price he paid against Hindus, right? And the pathetic, sordid criminals against one Hindu. So I got like if the then I saw this after the supermarket delivery man. I saw this. So please, in the UAE, you can't do this, right? You have to respect all religions, and this should not like go. I mean, in India, I would be Radha Rani. ये कौन से इंडियन है तुम लोग गैंगस्टर्स बन इसके अगेंस्ट ये क्या हो रहा है इंडिया में what is happening in India and why did I get it so anyways he said sorry the supermarket man said sorry madam it could be that what did he say no I can't because he sent me a voice message can't play that I'm not able to say you see the azan but it was only Allahu Akbar and then he closed. Oh, he shut it down, the phone. It comes like you have what do you call that? In the phone, like your SIM, your provider can send you the azan. But here, the azan time, and it took an hour. So I was wondering whether the government is behind this. I'm not an Indian and I haven't done this. And no, this is disrespect. See, that's why I keep telling the Indian Hindus, don't come here, please. Even the Christians. Stomach is crawling. I need to put, what is this problem? Empty, crawling, all this problem I have. Stomach problem also, all the time. So, why me? Why me, oh Lord, here? If the government, I didn't want, I mean, Muslims anywhere oppressed, Hindu, and this is for Islam. I think it's because of Muhammad, the name or something. I don't know. On Islam, they gave this Hindu such a like totally low gangster type, like I can't, I don't have words. I tried to prepare for this, give you a little bit on this, put words and prepare notes. I couldn't. I can't talk properly. So this is not the reason why that Muslims be persecuted or Hindus be persecuted because they just because they respect the name of Muhammad or what is this on? So I couldn't. What is this? The Indian Hindu spoke once and bade. What's his name? And I haven't even checked. Sorry. Oh, and no, no. Why should you be scared? So Baba Rashid, father of the way, helped my past life, and I have very strong feelings. Yes, and no doubt before I had strong feelings, like feeling good with the Goan Christians when my teacher had shut the door on me. Goan teacher I loved a lot, adored, but we had our differences. And yes, no doubt I used to enjoy, and I would tell them that, of course, because I enjoyed with the Christian because of Mr. Sa. And once in London also, that's like later on, like I looked at something was coming on in our students' lounge, college, on TV. There's a TV there. I said, "This is Goa, right?" This Goa. I was asking her, and someone said, "Yes, yes, this is Goa. They're showing on TV, British TV." I don't know. So maybe or uh, for the principal, she's a Bastaki. What is it? So this is what I get, right? What is this? Searching. Let me see. No one tells me. Is Miss now Miss Munira Fikri alive? Alive. Let's see what AI comes here. Here she is. No, AI didn't come here. Oh, from my other device or maybe Google search. Direct Google search. Is Miss Munira. If she dies, I'll go. I can't live that. No, no, but you don't scare the people. Is Miss Munira Fikri alive or not? Please tell me. Her younger sister. My daughter has passed away. Oh, here evidence regarding the current status of Munira Fikri is mixed across different historical. But, here she is. Public life and legacy. Munira Fikri was a prominent figure. Was, yeah. Okay, so what's the sorry, it's very golden era in was a prominent figure in Pakistan's golden era of table tennis. Along with her sister Rukia Fikri, she represented the national team during the 1950s and 60s. Social media discussions from 2025 mention a Miss Fikri who taught English at Jufilhurst, Miss Rukia Fikri. Rukia Fikri passed away, but it doesn't say like on my other device. So what was on my other device? Let me just see. Screenshot I've taken of AI. I think it's in my other device. Just checking. Yeah, it is there. AI overview. Munira Fikri is a former table tennis player. Dawn News, right? From the golden era of the sport in Pakistan, as mentioned in a 2013 article by Dawn. There's no widely available or recent information confirming her current status or whether she is alive. Dawn, the golden era of table tennis in Pakistan, that sport. Sayyida Sultana Altaf Ali Munira Fikri. 25th August 2013. Yeah, it's on my other device. Yes, what was the point here coming here? Here it is, yeah. तुम आ गए. So back to what was, wow, what made me come here? What was the point? What did I start? Was it on Islam? Was it on freedom, love? So love completely. So fearing no attachment problem. See, until death is inevitable. Can we be free, slave to love? Or are we divine love? We are here to, okay, I've forgotten why, what brought me, the line that brought me to that, but again, now this, back to this. Existing the eternally, right? Right? I think I have some problem with this. So is there proof? Can there, can we, the created beings, or what is this manifested? But light, the existence of light. Who created light? Maybe we can get close to God then, right? And why doesn't this light intervene in darkness? Now tell me, can you see darkness and light? Huh? Or light and dark. So here there are opposites. Okay, so can the scientists, what is it again? Proof of light. Light exists. Ah, so I have this, he looks like my friend, neighbor in London. I used to play cricket outside in my childhood years. What's his name? Sorry, Peter Russell, Robert. Peter Russell. Light. Yeah, so how was light created? Okay, Peter Russell on, let me just search it, like this is going to take a long time. If I go by the videos on his channel, Peter Russell on light. Is this God? Can we define what God is? The world from light's point of view. Peter Russell demonstrates it, right? But yeah, the question, should the question be, maybe like Jiddu Krishnamurti said, people don't ask, and even Mr. God, this is Finn Anna says, people don't ask the right question. So we need to ask the right question. Um, what is, can we get the proof of God's existence when He is the primary, eternally existing, and no one created Him? So we have to put the question in the right manner. According to, if there is an absolute existence, then through what can we find out for sure that this absolute exists? And then why, then ask why is there evil later on. But first, can we prove the absolute through the finite? Huh? We can't. Or the science, okay, we reach like Aristotle, or who in philosophy we reached cause, primary cause in St. Joseph's College, right? Why there is evil, this also I didn't understand later on in my life, being in so much pain, I can't tell you. Like in before year 2000, before this crazy nut, they wanted to make me so hurt me in every level possible deeply. So I was like, no, no, God can find another way. And any reason about or philosophy, don't give me. It was like, and I saying this philosophy, the reason for existence of evil, even religious reason. So I've read Imam Hassan's thing, the Shia thing on the existence of evil, justice, and so who created light? What is God? And we need to, yeah, like the lady who came here or told me, you have to define what is God. But like God, not the religious, but the who is God? Yeah, that too. So I'm stuck on that. I can't define. What I mean to say is that can we say like the scientists? Yeah, scientists would say define. Now I have to find a proper answer for that. Is this God light or is darkness God? Shiva. There was God said there was light, so it's God darkness. So what was God in? The Bible verse. This is very like the Bible. So you see, even Christianity. Sorry, critical examination. Bible. God said, let there be light. So could it be Shiva? Let there be light, right? So before this, before God said, let there be light, what is? Let there be light. Huh? Could there be Shiva? Dark or nothing? Nothingness is also Shiva. And can we say that darkness is also Shiva? Let light shine out of darkness. Can you see the light? I've written this poem. Okay, let's not get overexcited. Oh, Genesis. If we take this, right, for God said, so from let there be light. Oh no, whose translation? Let light shine out of darkness. Who gave this? Out of darkness came light then. Oh my God. Let shine, let light shine out of Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, paragraph 4, ayat, no, verse 6. Sorry. Oh my God. So see, this Hindu thing, Shiva, maybe all this, then we go to Sir Pradeep, made life very difficult. Uh, the creator is terrible because he's the son of God and the true God is, he gave his, all that, Sir Pradeep Mukherjee. I can't explain succinctly. So can you see light and darkness? I wrote this poem in Dubai, long time ago when I was in Dubai. When I was in O levels, I came for my passport renewal. Oh, so first, if according to Corinthian, there was darkness first. So Anna says that shadows move faster than light. In Mr. God, this Anna, the book I read long time ago in 1988, 87. Huh? made his light shine in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of. Okay, now you see, the scientists. Oh, wait a minute. Darkness. You know what I mean by God? The primal cause of all creation. The most powerful. Is there a power that is absolute? That would be God, right? Is there a creator also who created us? Would that not be God? Okay, that would be the creator. As and then in religion they go, is there a creator? So we can define God like this, huh? Who created all this? Okay, I've got to look into this matter and then come again with this. What do you call it? Did the no no wait a minute. Let me just check. So I'll go now and come back later with my disorderly, crazy journal contemplations and all this online. Yeah, I have a Facebook page also. No, sorry, I keep saying group journal, but this is live stream of crazy contemplation, journal of crazy inspirations. It's weird. Okay, so I will come back later. Maybe even blame. Why doesn't God help? Uh, no, no, that will come later. Journal of Crazy Inspirations. Facebook group. So this will be live streams of discovering something like, like that. But here in the Genesis, this verse, Genesis 1, verse 3, let there be light. So was God in darkness? God doesn't need anyone, anything, or anyone, right? Okay, I'll try to work this out if I can. If not, then I'll come back and let's see if we can come to. I'll work it online. Okay, I know it's boring. Sometimes it gets boring. Sometimes it's. I hope it's interesting. Like you can also work here with me in your mind, right? Uh, and so we'll see more. I think now I'm. But this, I have to go now. Sorry. So give you. Thank you for your time and attention here. All are welcome. But I don't know why the Muslim. Oh, I know why the Muslims would not come here if they read that ayat. Can't even do like free, um, free, freedom of thought, open-minded, all this, right? Research. Let's see where we get. So terrible in Islam. No freedom. But I mean that the freedom to think freely or even contemplate or go to beyond thinking, then we can go to, right? That you also, God does not allow. Terrible. Reflecting on things. So the light reflecting on a thing. But what if there was no reflection and deflection? So reflection has a opposite, which is deflection, right? So what if there's just nothing? Oh, I love nothing so much. Now I'm in lots of pain, losing my past life daughters and all this. Also, a lot of pain. I wish there was nothing. Now back to nothingness. I love until the principal came in my life and I started to like her. I was in this empty nothingness, so good. I own nothing. Nothing is mine. In college, first year, beginning, it was so good. I've gotten over Miss Tissa. I could see the future without her. Amazing. Who did this to me? The God of nothing. And I also wish there was no God. Guilt. I wish I was a bird, or then I start to wish the so freely. No, birds don't fly. They have to make nests, and they're bound to this, bound to this material world. Can we ever be free? Go into nothingness. Wouldn't it be good? Just non-existence, like Bibi Mariam said in Surah Maryam. I wish I was nothing, anything quite gone into oblivion. So from the very beginning, there should have been nothing. No God, nothing to creative, and all this mess that we are in, and all this pain and suffering and evil and fight against evil and good, Zoroastrianism. But my views on that Zoroastrianism has been changed and it's gone on the in the wrong way, right? God is all good. So our conditioning, these organized religions, and you know the latest video before I go of Magus and Muse was Judah wanted to have a prostitute. He wanted to do something. Okay, I can't say it. I listened to Magus and Muse and that Judah, who was Judah and Jew, he was Israel then, Judah then Israel. Jacob became Israel. Who was Judah in the Bible, biblical Judah? Anyways, okay, I'll do now. I can't speak properly now. I can't. Oh, it has started. Oh, I leave it there.
We'll be back. Until then, thank you so much.